Missiles for Tu-22 M3 long-range supersonic bombers have been updated to receive a new payload with an increased weight up to 1,700 kilos, Russia's long-range aviation commander Lieutenant General Sergei Kobelash said. The next aircraft is Tu-22 M3. We have updated this missile with a new payload which will increase its capacity to 1,700 kilos, he said during a visit by Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to the Nevichi airfield in Russia's Far East. The Tu-22 M3 is a long-range multi-mode missile-carrying bomber designed to engage ground and naval targets across the entire range of the aircraft's speed from high, medium and low altitudes. The bomber was accepted for service in 1989. The Tu-22 M3, known to NATO as the Backfire C, is a long-range supersonic strategic bomber. Developed by the Tupolev Design Bureau during the Soviet era, it was introduced in the 1970s as an advanced version of the earlier Tu-22 design. Since its inception, the Tu-22 M3 has been a vital part of the Russian Air Force's strategic bomber fleet. The aircraft can reach speeds of up to Mach 2.05. It can carry a diverse range of weapons, including nuclear and conventional bombs, as well as anti-ship and land attack cruise missiles. With a combat radius of about 2,400 kilometers, it can target locations deep within enemy territories. Its destruction is therefore crucial for the Ukrainians who are looking to challenge Russian aerial dominance, especially with the upcoming delivery of Danish and Dutch F-16s. The Tu-22 M1 made its first flight in July 1971. The Tu-22M was first used in combat missions in Afghanistan from 1987 to 1989 and by Russia in combat operations in Chechnya in 1995. The Tu-22M is used to carry out nuclear strikes and conventional strike operations. The variant of the aircraft that can carry bombs and missiles is the Tu-22 M3. It made its first flight in 1977, and production began in 1978. M3 has reinforced wings and more powerful Nk-25 engines. It also has a significantly increased weapon loadout. This bomber can carry up to 3 Kh-22 missiles. Naval aviation forces have about 80 Tu-22M, mostly M3 models. Naval aviation forces also have 12 M3 converted as Tu-22MR reconnaissance aircraft. In 2011, the Tu-22 M3 from all naval aviation was transferred to the Russian Air Force. The Tu-22 M3M is a major upgrade of the Tu-22 M3. Russian MOD ordered upgrade of 30 Tu-22 M3 aircraft to the Tu-22 M3M standard. At that time, the Russian fleet of Tu-22 M3 bombers was in a rather poor state. Over 250 Tu-22 M3 bombers of various versions were originally produced in Soviet Union. In 1992, Russia had around 150 of these bombers. By 2019, only around 40 of these bombers were airworthy. The Tu-22 M3M uses some of the components, including engines and avionics from the Tu-160M and Tu-160M2 strategic bombers. This was done in order to reduce production costs of the components. This would be extremely expensive to develop and produce only around 20 sets of components specially for the Tu-160M and Tu-160M2. However, with an addition of 30 sets for the Tu-22 M3M, the unit price could be reduced and production could be more feasible. The Tu-22 M3 can carry 3 Kh-32 air-launched cruise missiles, or 4 Kh-47M2 Kinzhal air-launched ballistic missiles, or 12 Kh-15 cruise missiles. The Kh-32 is a more modern version of the Kh-22. It can be fitted with nuclear or 500 kilograms conventional warhead. It was designed to attack U.S. aircraft carriers and carrier battle groups from standoff ranges of 600 to 1,000 kilometers. This missile can be also used against various point targets, such as bridges or area targets. The Kh-32 missile was adopted by the Russian military in 2016 to replace the Kh-22, which is now outdated. The Kh-47M2 Kinzhal is a new Russian air-launched ballistic missile. It can carry nuclear or 1,000 kilograms conventional warhead. This missile was adopted in 2018. The Kh-15 is another cruise missile. It entered service in 1980 and was produced both with nuclear and conventional warheads. It has a range of 300 kilometers and can be used against warships and surface targets. Though by 2019 status of Kh-15 missiles was unclear. Some sources report that these aging missiles were put to storage. A remotely operated tail turret with a double-barrel 23mm cannon was removed.